Some mammoths died fighting, and thousands of years later, their bodies were still locked together. They looked like creatures from another planet. But mammoths were not monsters, and they were not distant relatives of elephants. They were elephants themselves, close relatives of the living species we know today. For hundreds of thousands of years, mammoths crossed the cold grasslands of the Ice Age. Among them was the woolly mammoth, perhaps the most famous mammal of the Pleistocene. Its body was built for a world of freezing winds, snow, and enormous open grasslands. Long hair covered its body. Some mammoth hair recovered from frozen remains reached around 3 feet in length. But the fur was only part of the solution. The woolly mammoth also carried a compact body, a short tail, and a distinctive shoulder hump. That short tail may have helped reduce the risk of frostbite in extreme cold. And then there were the tusks. Both males and females carried enormous curved tusks. They were weapons, signals, and tools. Mammoths could use them during combat and display, while also using their tusks to manipulate their environment and reach food. But mammoths did not simply wander alone across the Ice Age. They lived in herds and fed largely on grasses and other small plants. Their trunks ended in 2 small finger-like projections that helped them grasp vegetation. Yet adult males probably lived a very different life. Like living elephants, male mammoths may have wandered away from herds as they matured. Competition between males could become violent. Some fossil discoveries preserve an extraordinary final moment. Mammoths with their tusks locked together, apparently dying during combat. Imagine the scene. 2 enormous males meet. Their tusks collide. Neither animal gives way. The struggle continues until something goes terribly wrong. Thousands of years later, their frozen remains reveal the conflict. But the most astonishing mammoth discoveries are not always skeletons. In Siberia, frozen ground has preserved mammoths with fur, skin, muscles, and even stomach contents still intact. These animals are more than fossils. They are time capsules. And one of the most famous is a baby mammoth called Dima. Dima was recovered in 1977 near the Burelik River in Russia. His body was preserved with remarkable completeness. But Dima created a mystery. How did he die? Several possibilities have been proposed. He may have drowned. He may have fallen into a crack in frozen ground. Or he may have become trapped in wet mud. X-rays revealed something else. Dima was still young. His skull had not yet developed the tall, domed form seen in adult woolly mammoths. His shoulder hump was also not yet developed into the powerful adult shape. Dima gives scientists something incredibly rare, a direct look at a mammoth before adulthood. But even with such extraordinary preservation, one question remains. What happened to the mammoths themselves? They survived for enormous spans of time, adapting to changing environments and spreading across northern regions. Then their world began to change. The Ice Age ended. Climate shifted. Landscapes changed. Human populations expanded across parts of the mammoth's former range. The exact causes of mammoth extinction are complex, and scientists continue to investigate how climate change, habitat transformation, human pressure, and isolated populations interacted. But the story did not end immediately. One final population survived on Wrangel Island, north of Siberia. These were dwarf woolly mammoths. Isolated from mainland populations, they survived long after mammoths had disappeared from much of the world. And remarkably, the last of them disappeared only about 4,000 years ago. That means mammoths were still alive while human civilizations were already developing. A creature that once walked beside Ice Age hunters survived into a world of early cities, agriculture, and ancient kingdoms. And then, they were gone. Today, frozen mammoth remains continue to emerge from Siberian ground. Their DNA has been recovered. Their teeth reveal what they ate. Their stomach contents reveal their final meals. Their bones reveal injuries in battles. And their frozen bodies preserve details that ordinary fossils could never give us. The mammoth may be extinct, but in a strange way, it has never completely disappeared. Every new discovery adds another piece to the story, and beneath the frozen ground, there may still be mammoths waiting to tell us something we have not yet learned.